All right.
Right.
What's going on, party people? We have a special guest with us today. All right. We got Pata Loca in the house. I'm gonna let him.
Aloha.
We also have our usual friends as well, of course. I'm gonna let them go ahead and say hello also.
Hi, Pata Loca. Hi, everyone.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
All
Hello.
right. All right. All right. Let's get this show started. So we're gonna go ahead and so Pata Loca with a name like that, very unique, very interesting. Why did you choose this name? And what does this name mean?
Well, it started because I had like a band back when I was 15 or yeah, like 14, 15 years old. And I had sclerosis. Yeah, and my back was turning into like an S or something, kind of like this.
Okay.
Because my right leg was a little bit, well, not a little bit, way more shorter than my left leg. So I had
Oh,
an operation, and I had to had like this. Uh, I don't know how you call that thing in English, but it's like like this metallic thing that it was supposed to stretch the my leg.
like a
What?
metal brace?
Yeah, like a metal brace, something like that.
Okay.
And I was about to record a demo with my buddies, and we arrived to the place, and when we were about to record, I did it with my like I started to play the drums. I was the drummer in the band, and I started to do it with the talent. Like I didn't use like the full strength of my leg. I was using those like doing just like this.
Yeah.
And the guys who run the place, the studio in which we were, they were like, "Oh, wow, sick! Look at that little kid playing like that. No, that's crazy. That's crazy feet." And that was like my nickname in that place for a while. And I don't know, I kind of want I when it came to choose like the name, the artistic name, the I was kind of thinking like, hey, this it's kind of has a nice ring to it. So yeah, that I think that would be a pretty cool name, pretty distinctive, pretty um yeah, like that would be me. And yeah, that was kind of it.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
man.
Did you suffer from for bullying on your school because of that?
Uh no, not really. It was I oh wait, you mean because of the thingy of in my leg, or the
Sclerosis.
No, because when childs when childs see you difference, they start to, hey, you're using this, hey, you go like that. So they start to
I was back in school, in that particular school that I was. Most of the kids were a little bit older than me, so I think they were already past a couple of uh, attitudes that kids and teenagers had. So they were actually not not big of a deal with me.
Okay. I have a quick question. What was the name of what you had that was the issue with your back? If you don't mind saying that name for me one more time.
Uh, Man, it's some medical name, like
Scoliosis? Could it be?
yeah, it's a form of its scoliosis, man, but it was kind of
Okay.
weird because yeah, like it was something for this condition that I was born with my leg, and it got worse by the time I was 15 and 14.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to make that clear. Just, I know sometimes those medical words and terms can
Yeah,
get your can get your tongue tied, right?
yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I can barely say them in Spanish. You can, so yeah, I cannot say them in English.
Awesome. So from
I don't even know they're the same in English. Maybe the definitions change or something.
they
Probably, maybe.
they definitely might change up.
Yeah,
And then from there arose Crazy Feet, right?
yeah.
Someone
Pata
saw
Loca, yeah.
Pata Loca. I love that name. It just sticks out in a group of names.
But now it's okay, or you still have something different. I mean, your one leg is different than the other, or you wait, you walk normally.
I walk normally. I don't know. I began from about a couple of months. I began to exercise a little bit more. Maybe I don't know. I've always been pretty thin, so I had like chicken legs. So uh, I don't know. Yeah. Aside from that, nothing really. Fortunately, um, but yeah, just yeah. Fortunately, it hasn't been like that big of a deal after the that particular time. So I don't know. Fortunately,
Ah, okay, I
yeah,
just
yeah.
And so Pata Loca, where are you from and how'd you get into music?
From Colombia, South America, and I don't know. I actually been really into music basically my whole life, and so much so that I actually started in college, university. Yeah, and I I went to the academy for this.
Okay. And for how many years of school did you do for music? Still going.
Uh, hmm, what was that?
No, I asked you how many years and if you're still currently going now.
Oh yeah, sorry. I think the audio cut for a while. Sorry.
It's okay. It happens.
Um, yeah, okay. Well, it was 10 semesters, so 5 years, more or less, and I'm currently doing a postgraduate program. And well, I when I went there, I did like it was at least in my university, it was 6 semesters of thing that we call like the basic cycle, and then it was the emphasis. And currently, I am doing a postgraduate program in music for I think the right translation would be audio visual media, like medios audiovisuales, like films, video games, television, that sort of stuff. It's like making music for that particular uh, side of like the music industry.
so so you studied music on the university, right? As a career.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
After finish the university, you can specialize it in different
yeah.
fields. For example, in this case, you are going to specialize in audiovisual to
Yeah, in
video clips.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yes.
It's like songs engineers similar, or it's more specific. I mean, your career is more combined with arts, the art of music, or it's more combined, but in songs engineers, for example. Oh,
It's a bit more into like the side of the like the creative part the music, you know, like making music for this specific medium, and that comes with you know, certain languages, a certain way to do things. You usually it's also, I mean, you're also gonna have like a producer and a sound engineer, but like what I'm currently doing is more like
The entire vision of the video clip, for example, how
yeah,
shows how is the harmony between one side
yeah.
and the other, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know a little bit of like mixing and a couple of things here and there on song in production, but that has been more from experience and try and make mistakes on my own. I mean, yeah, like I'm not an expert. I just have like an introduction to that, like a couple of things here and there.
Okay. I have a question. So, how would you explain your music to someone that's never heard you before?
Uh, it's kind of
Well,
like
but depend, remember, because he don't do exactly music. He studied music, as I know, right? Or you produce music, Esteban. You're an artist?
yeah,
He
yeah.
definitely makes music.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Under the whole Pata Loca name, there I
Well,
um
come on.
yeah, yeah, like I do music from of my own as an artist. And but going back to the question that Ramon said, it was it's kind of like a really crossover thing, you know, like basically um I basically do whatever I want, like because I mean at this point I've released two songs under that name. One was a little bit like this hip hop with pop in it, and I wanted to do it because I thought it was cool. And the other one was a little bit more rock into that, a bit more yeah, kind of like some sort of indie rock kind of thing. And yeah, it's you know, it's kind of it's very different. Each song was very different from one another, but I don't know, I just wanted to do it, so I was like, yeah, let's do it, you know, and there's nothing stopping me there.
Absolutely not. Any influences? Anybody that you look up to? Who are some of your favorite music artists that you like to listen to?
Uh, yeah, that's actually kind of a tough question because
It is.
I don't know. On one hand, on the like the on the academy side of things, there was. I mean, on one hand, there was the you know the music that I was actually listening in order to you know get a pass on a grade, and also I needed to sing a particular song in a particular different kind of type of music, a genre of music. So, and in order to do so, to do so, I needed to you know, listen to that particular genre of music, because in my college it was basically each semester was going through, I should say, you know, a specific like yeah, like a specific genre of music. And let's say okay, I think I might be wrong because this was quite a while ago, but for example, the first semester was blues and pop,
Okay.
and then it was I think it was bossa nova and a jazz ballad, and then it would change, and so um I don't know. So I don't know, that kind of helped. And I mean, when I started, um, when I started in college, I was really into like 90s rock, like Nirvana, Pearl Jam.
Now we're
Uh,
talking.
yeah, man, I got a little bit off the rails with this one.
It's all good. It's your
Yeah.
turn.
But yeah, back in like when I was a kid, and like the stuff that made me like want to study music was no, mostly the stuff that I used to listen as a kid. I mean, I remember being really into Queen.
Mm.
Um, Aerosmith kind of helped it there. Like I was a really big fan of Led Zeppelin for
Okay.
quite a while. And I don't know. I've also changed a lot on like the stuff that I listen to.
You like Pink Floyd?
Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, in like ever since I ever since I graduated, I've became a little bit more like into like prog rock and prog metal more. Like mostly more like modern things. So it's been I don't know if you guys know these bands, but like Porcupine Tree, Riverside, Opeth. No, I don't know if you guys
You
are in.
lost me there. Yeah, you lost me with the porcupine tree, but I'm gonna check them out now.
Yeah, yeah, they've been around since like the 90s something, and I've not, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they're this progressive rock band from the UK, I think.
Hey,
And Esteban, I have a question.
Yeah,
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, you're very young. And
I don't feel young, man.
you are totally young. We all of here are older than you.
Yeah, but in a couple of it just in the blink of an eye, I'm gonna be 30, and man,
Yes, but my question is, okay, you were as a musician, I mean, play music in some events, or how you, I mean, how do you normally work with your music?
well, well, now that you asked that, I mean, for the a large part of the of my life, I've also been, playing with like bands and stuff. Like for example, I used to have like this classic hard rock band with my brother. And we were like just me, my brother, and a friend of mine who played the guitar, and we that was like a big deal for me for quite a while. Currently, I mean, before that, I was in, this band that I had with a couple of buddies of mine. But currently, I mean, for on one hand, I'm actually trying to, get more like the musicians and play under the name of Pata Loca. I was actually trying to get like a gig for late October, like early November. Sadly, that didn't happen. But on one hand, now like nowadays, I have actually an Afro Latin American music group. It's from my university. They actually called me, and they were like, "Hey, we need a like, hey Esteban, we need a singer, and you used to sing with us. Why don't you come?" And at the time, I was actually looking for work, and some things weren't actually happening. So yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And on the other hand, I'm also playing drums for a Gojira tribute band. I don't know if you know Gojira. No,
No, what?
that's
Yeah.
What's
it's
Gojira?
Gojira is it's a metal band from France. Quite recently compared to other ones like 2004 till now. And I'm also playing the drums for another heavy metal band. And actually, yeah, with this particular groups, I've had gigs, concerts. In September, we had um, a presentation with the Afro Latin American group, and on October 27th, I'm going to have another concert with one of the metal bands, and on November I have other two. So yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. In fact, before the interview, I was actually practicing. Yeah, I have the drumsticks over here.
That's
Okay.
what's up.
So
Really quick, just in case, gang, did you have any questions on your end by any chance?
Yes. What kind of music instrument do you play apart from drum? Because I see a guitar on your couch behind you, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
do you sing as well?
yeah, that's actually a bass, but
Oh,
yeah.
bass. Sorry.
It's a really common mistake.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually I play apart from the drums. I did a couple of semesters of singing pop. We call that like popular singing, which is um basically anything that isn't like classical music. So it can be from pop, rock, jazzy things, that kind of stuff. Everything in between. That's the kind of bubble that my formation was. And I mean, as a kid, I also learned a couple of things on guitar, but that has been, I don't know. I have kind of a weird relationship with that instrument because I mean, I know some things here and there,
Yes.
but I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a guitar player. I just know some things here and there. And the bass that you're watching right there, that's actually for I live with my brother, but that's actually his. But I don't know. I mean, the first it only has four strings, and they're like the first strings of the guitar, so I kind of know my way in it. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. My brother can play way more better than me, and I don't know. Aside from that, I have like a couple of instruments that some people gave me for like presents and stuff, and I don't know how to play them. But it would be nice to have some time and learn how to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
and Esteban, for example, if you want to play in event, I mean, you have to speak with whom? I mean, do you have some agency that hire you to play in some place, or you go directly to the producer of the event or to the person in charge of the event, and you ask if you can play there, how they are going to pay
Yeah.
you, like that?
Well, in the world of independent musicians from Colombia, what happens is that you're gonna have like bars and like some things that we call here that are cultural houses, casas culturales, and they from time to time do like little events and stuff. And yeah, you can on one hand you can go talk to them, and but you need to have like the whole plan, the whole proposal done, and needs to have like, okay, look, I'm gonna play um with usually more than one artist or one band, and you would see like, okay, so we are like four bands, four artists, and we're gonna play. We have this, and this, and we need this, and that. And you're also gonna have the plan like, okay, we need to have like the whole marketing thing, and we're gonna move it on social media, and we're gonna sell things, and we're gonna have people to, offer them beers and stuff, that sort of thing.
Do you normally play cover music or you have your own production?
I have my, now that you mention it, the reason why I couldn't be on this particular event under the name of Pata Loca was because I just had two original songs, and the owners of the place were like, I think we would love to have someone who has actually more material of his own. So yeah, they said in another time, sadly. Um, Also, but another thing that happens is that on social media, especially Facebook, for a while, it moves a lot about like groups in which you have like, hey, I need like I don't know, some sort of salsa band, and for an event on next month or something. And if you're interested, they leave you like a number, and you kind of know, and you message them, you text them, and you're like, hey, or whatever. They're also that's also another thing that happens. Sometimes in when it comes to arts a lot, it's the like from, I don't know if this is gonna, I don't know if this is the exact same terminology, but like in Colombia we call that the voz a voz, like people talk to each other, and they kind of say like, hey, uh,
Word of mouth.
yeah, word of mouth, which, I mean, despite the advances on social media and stuff, it's still being used. And I don't know. That's actually how I got into work on like teaching for little kids.
Okay. Tell us a
Yeah,
little more about that. So you also teach children how to play
yeah.
music.
Okay, but before we jump to the other topic, other thing that happens is that the like the cultural institute of the state, the government, basically what it does, it also creates spaces for you know culture, art. And if this can be many combo like festivals when you can participate. It also creates something that we call here like uh, scholarships. Like if you like, it's usually for like, you can apply to a particular scholarship in arts if you create like a program, and they can give you like the needs to finance it, and also a chance to go to a particular university or something. And there's also many on how do you say this in English, convocatorias, like concursos,
Contest.
yeah, like contests between artists. And you would have and under this particular contest, you can also tour uh, on, you can play, you can have a couple of dates in this city and all over the country. but also for that, it kind of similar because if you're gonna apply to them, you need to have all the paperwork, and you also need to like send them how much money are you planning to spend, or all the like all the things that you need, food, water. If you're gonna go all over the country, you need to have hotels, booking, all that stuff. And quite recently they've actually expanded to other countries. So I mean, also pretty cool. In fact, one of a particular band that they're kind of friends with me, they are actually applied for a particular context in order to play in a really renowned festival in Germany.
So if I suppose that if you win, they send you to compete to a competition there in Germany or some other place.
yeah, like you can also,
Yes.
yeah, sometimes are concerts and different events. Other times there can also be production, like like a recording of a song, or like a video clip, or the whole package of a production. And this is not only for like popular music, as in rock or pop. It's also about they can also do this with books, with literature, with acting, with films. There's many different categories. And I don't know, dude, with the pandemic and stuff, also actually many colleagues of mine, like the way that they were making a living is because they were applying um to this particular things that the government does, because basically the world stood still for many artists. Like nothing was happening. The only good right side of and I was actually finishing I was doing my thesis for that. So yeah. Hey Ramon, what was your question before I continue it with this one?
No, I only said that you mentioned that you teach children how to play music. So I just asked you to like elaborate on that a little bit.
So yeah, the one of the most known ways in which musicians make a living, or one of the easiest ways to make a living, is giving classes. And yeah, for when I graduated, I was working in a family business, but sadly we had to file for bankruptcy. And after a couple of months, when I was looking for a job, yeah, I landed as a teacher for small children. And I mean, and also I teach on classes on my own, and something fell off the table. Give me a sec.
You're good. Go pick that up.
It will be different. Sorry, it's difficult to find a work as a musician there in Colombia. I mean, you know that you can always teach to rich people, or teach on a school, or in something like that. But if you are not famous, I suppose that it's not too much rentable, right?
Yeah. When it comes to schools and stuff, usually they ask you for experience, roughly a year or two. And well, uh I don't know, you can have a couple of works giving classes on your own, or like in a particular academy that works as well. But well, there's also, I mean, there's a lot of musicians in Colombia. So competition is also an issue. um Also, I don't know, having I don't know, I mean, on the side of I don't know, apart from education, people who have um, like apart from the like teaching, there's also the side of producing, and also working as a sound engineer. And not that you mention it, another way in which musicians are, making money is playing on cruises.
And on that way you can travel too.
Yeah. I've had a couple of friends now who are currently in like Norway and Italy, and like and they're basically on a giant cruise, and every night they're playing for like a big band, a jazz big band, or they're playing in a musicals that kind of,
You see it in a restaurant, fancy restaurant.
yeah, fancy restaurants and stuff. Yeah, and to my understanding, it's basically, you have a place to stay, and they also feed you. And I don't know, if you want, you can go out and do a little bit of tourism there. The thing
Awesome.
is that you need to be a really good you need to be a really good player, and you're a really good drummer, a really good singer, a really good bass player, a really good guitarist. It's it's, I've heard it's pretty good, but you need to be like really good, really good for that.
Understood. Esteban, tell us a little bit about your two songs that you said you had, and where can our listeners find this music if they want to look for it?
Okay, so I have the first song that I released was last year. It's called ¿Qué me pasa, viejo? Like,
What's going on, old man? That's what he
yeah,
said in
something like
Spanish.
that. Yeah. Kind of like viejo in this context is more like dude or bro, or
Okay.
yes, yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, it was this kind of a fusion thingy between pop and hip hop and a little bit of rock here and there. And I don't know, the song is basically something that I wanted to try after kind of a period in which I wasn't doing much. I mean, I just graduated, but I was kind of having a couple of problems with work and some master's degree that I wanted to apply. You can find this song on Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, and YouTube Music, and you can also look for it. You can also look for me as Pata Loca with the first two letters on man, like on capital letters. So
So it's
capital
capital P,
capital.
lowercase ATA, space, capital L,
Yeah,
lowercase O, KA or CA?
CA.
LOCA. Pata
Yeah.
Loca. You can search him where all music streaming is available, right?
Yep, yep. My other song, which is called Un Lugar, like one place, it's also there. This one's a little bit different because it's a more rock song, a little bit more, yeah, like more like under the genre that for many years was my comfort zone. And yeah, I stopped. It's you can also locate on the same places: Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, and YouTube Music. And
So sorry that I interrupt you. On Spotify, which name I can find you?
on Spotify, you don't find me.
I get. I think I get. It is right. Oh,
Uh,
let me share the screen, please. Do everyone see the artist on Spotify?
yeah, I think Ramon is the one who managed that.
All right. And just for copyright reasons, don't play anything. Just show it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no. I'm going to only show. Okay. Look, is this one?
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
And this is your ball song.
Yeah, yeah.
You only have two, right?
Yeah, I was actually about to talk about that. Like, I'm currently, I'm planning to release more music. I was kind of slow over a couple of months. Some things happen here and there, but I'm fine. And also, I have a YouTube channel, which is also called Pata Loca. On that part, right there, there's also a couple of, for now, a couple of videos here and there. Nothing exactly too big, but yeah, I'm planning to start moving it a little bit more to get more traction. And yeah, that's yeah, that's when it comes to streaming on social media, you can find me on on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as Pata Loca as well. And yeah, I don't know. That's I just plugged my stuff right here on the stream.
Y'all heard it, man. Y'all go ahead and follow my boy Pata Loca. Stream that music. Give him the follow. Give him the sub. Any final words, Pata Loca, before we head on out?
Well, no, Ramon, thank you for having me here. It was pretty nice to meet, Eduardo and
Yeah.
Gang.
and what?
Gang.
Yang.
Gang.
Gang.
My God,
G-E-N-G.
my God,
Gang.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry
Don't
for
worry.
your name, man. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Forgive me.
Nah, you're good, man. No worries. Gang is
Yeah,
all love. Trust me.
yeah. Again, thank you so much for this. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
of
you.
course, it's our
Thanks a lot.
pleasure. Pata Loca, I would actually invite you to join us. We also have a Saturday morning cartoons once a month where we get together and kind of just have different topics. We kind of talk about different things. I would invite you to join us and also come back on the live stream, update us on any shows, any new songs that are going to be coming up. Before we head on out, I'm also going to give Gang and Eduardo a chance to maybe give some final words, last questions. Eduardo, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us, Esteban. It's always a good opportunity to know more about music and how music works in each country, because I know that in each country is different.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing with us your experience, and I hope we can see you again soon.
Thanks, Eduardo. Thanks.
All right, go ahead, Gang. Take us home.
Yes, it's nice to meet you, Pata Loca, and thank you for sharing me your interesting story.
Yeah, thank you for being here and listening to it. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thank
It
you.
was an honor. It was our pleasure. Again, stay tuned in. Pata Loca, the American Bro live stream. You know how we do every week. Check us out. We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.
See ya.